Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello my dear students, welcome back to Second Commerce Business Studies online classes. In last class, we studied about the concept of financial planning. So what is financial planning? Yes, financial planning is the estimation of funds requirement and determining the portion of funds. It means debt and equity. That is called as financial planning. In this class, we are going to discuss about the concept of capital structure. So, one of the important concept under financial management is deciding the portion of the use of different sources while raising the funds. Deciding the different sources, how we can use the different sources. The decision is very important factor under financial management. So, on the basis of ownership, the funds, the long-term sources can be classified into two categories. One is owner's fund and the second one is borrowed funds. Okay, so on the basis of ownership, the funds can be, long-term sources of funds can be classified into two categories. One is owner's fund and the second one is borrowed funds. What are the owner's funds? It includes equity shares, preference shares, okay, retained earnings and reserves and surplus. Okay, borrowed funds make in the form of loans, debentures or public deposits. So these are all the two different sources of long-term finance. So firm can choose these two different sources. Firm can raise the funds completely through equity financing or through reserves or through retained earnings, or company can choose to raise the funds through loans or debentures or public deposits. That decision is very important decision to each and every management. So these borrowed funds in the form of loans, debentures and public deposits, and these are raised from public or from any financial institutions or from banks. So this is about the two different sources of fund, long-term sources. So here the term structure means arrangement of different parts. So what is capital structure? So capital structure is also arrangement of different sources through that firm can raise its long-term finance. Arrangement of different sources. It may be owner's funds or it may be borrowed funds. Arrangement of these comes under the concept of capital structure. So what exactly capital structure is? Capital structure is nothing but it refers to the mix between owner's fund and borrowed funds. Already I mentioned that company can raise the finance completely through equity or completely through debt financing. That is left to the companies based on, after analyzing the cost and riskiness of the different sources, it can select the best one to carry out their business activities and all. So here the mix between owner's fund and borrowed funds. Say for example, firm need 100 crores as total investment. Out of that they raised 60 crores from equity and 40 crores from Debt to financing, that is what the proportion 60:40, that is the company's capital structure. Deciding about the proportion of debt and debt and equity financing is comes under the concept of capital structure. So here capital structure can be calculated as debt equity ratio. Debt equity ratio. So how we can calculate debt equity ratio? We can calculate by using debt divided by equity, or as a portion of debt out of total capital, or as a portion of debt out of total capital. We can use one more formula, that is debt divided by debt plus equity. Debt plus equity. So it is, so capital structure can be determined by its debt equity ratio, debt divided by equity, or one more, debt divided by debt plus equity. Here these are two different sources of long term finance, debt and equity. These debt and equity both are differ in its cost and riskiness. Debt and equity both are differ in its cost and riskiness. Here debt is, the cost of debt is lesser compared to the cost of equity. Cost of debt is lesser compared to the cost of equity to the firm, because the risk of lenders is less than the risk of shareholders. So that debt financing is considered as cheaper source of debt, okay, cheaper source of fund compared to the equity financing. And for the debt financing, firm has to pay regularly about the regularly the interest amount and principal amount on a fixed date. So this payment of interest is a deductible expense for computation of tax, whereas payment of dividends is paid after tax, after computation of after tax profit. Means the dividends are paid out of total profit after calculating the tax, okay, tax profit. So debt is what? Increased use of debt may lesser the cost of overall cost of capital. Why? Because here in this situation cost of equity remains unaffected. So that reason, so because of that, cost of debt reduces the cost of overall capital. Increased use of debt reduces the cost of overall capital, because in that situation when the firm is using high debt financing, at that time, at that situation, firm's equity, cost of equity remains unaffected. So debt is cheaper, okay, debt is cheaper but more risky for the business, because it has to pay, means firm has to pay interest and principal amount on regular base. Payment of interest and principal amount is compulsory to each and every organization. So that increased use of debt increases the financial risk of a company. Because of that, when firm using high debt financing, it also increases the financial risk of a business concern. Means it refers to increased use of debt increases the financial risk. So any default in payment of debt, means principal amount or the interest amount, may force the business to go into liquidation. So what exactly business financial risk is? So financial risk means firm's unable situation to pay its interest and principal amount. That situation is called as or considered as financial risk. So so that's why firm has to select the debt and equity proportion after carefully analyzing different factors. Okay, so if the firm can raise debt financing easily, then it should not raise high debt financing. It means if the firm uses high debt financing, it also results in increasing the financial risk. Suppose the firm is not able to pay debt servicing, then that decision force the business to go into liquidation. So debt is cheaper, right, but it is more risky because the payment of interest and principal amount is compulsory to each and every organization, whereas under debt equity financing it is not compulsory like that, the payment of interest and principal amount under the equity financing. So based on the firm has to decide the proportion of debt and equity after, and based on its cost and riskiness, financial manager has to decide, has to take corrective decision about the proportion of debt and financing. It's always the decision of capital structure should benefit to the, or it should maximize the shareholders' wealth. Always the decision of capital structure focus on increasing the shareholders' wealth. So to know more about the optimum capital structure, here firm has to select optimum capital structure. So to know more about the optimum capital structure, we need to go through with the concept of financial leverage. So here, what exactly financial capital structure is? Capital structure is a mix between owners' funds and borrowed funds. So to know more about the optimum capital structure, we need to know which concept? Yes, financial leverage. So in next class, I'll come with the concept of financial leverage. Thank you for watching this video.